What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So today is a story time, and I don't have any story times on my channel, but when I tell y'all, I have so many stories to tell y'all, and this is something that I put on my TikTok, but I never finished it because it was just too many parts to tell. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it into one long video. It shouldn't be this long. It shouldn't be that long. It should be, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to tell this story, but yeah. So if you're not already subscribe to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment, so that way this video can kind of go through the algorithm. Okay, girl, I would give, if y'all like stuff like this, I would give y'all more story times and more like talk videos. So just let your girl know. Just let your girl know. But from the title of this video, it says, do not invite me back to New Orleans. Okay? Do not invite me back to New Orleans. Okay? We're going to just get into it, okay? I got the receipts because a lot of people was like, oh, you lying. Girl, what do I have to gain from lying? What do I have to gain from lying about something like this? I have almost 400,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm not thirsty for a view. I'm not thirsty for money or attention. I'm just trying to make y'all aware and tell y'all why I am not taking my black ass back to New Orleans. So let's get into it. Okay. So me and my friend, every year we do a trip around like the summertime. And it's usually for like real estate. It's usually like centered around whatever the real estate place is going to be, or the real estate convention is going to be, right? So last year the thing was, the convention was in New Orleans, and I was with it because I've never been to New Orleans before. I heard the food is really, really good. Like, I was like hyped to go. So let me just go ahead and say, New Orleans is probably the weirdest place I think I've ever visited. And no, I have not been all around the world, but I have been a good amount of places in the US and out of the US. And it's like in solo, I've been there solo and with people, but I've never experienced the weirdness I did in New Orleans. I know New Orleans is like home of like voodoo and hoodoo and all that and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can keep that. Y'all can do what y'all do. But I'm not into that. Okay. So let's get into it. So at this point, I was like getting into my Christian walk. And when I say getting into my Christian walk, I am a renowned Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that Jesus Christ is Lord of the Lords. I believe that, okay? Everybody got their own beliefs. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. Now, am I a Christian that like walk by all the Christian values? Absolutely not. I go through times where I don't drink. I do things that I feel convicted to do. Okay. So I already was like, okay, whenever I was initially told about this trip, I was not really into my Christian walk. So I'm a little bit apprehensive, but I'm just gonna go because it can't be that bad. Maybe I'm overthinking it or whatever. So anyways, I ended up going to New Orleans, get there, and baby, this is day one. Okay? Keep that in mind. This is day one. Day uno. Okay? Day one. So anyways, it's hot, y'all. I'm sorry for the fans going. So anyways, we get there. We get acclimated, we unpack, we chill out. We're like, we're tired, we're gonna chill out for a minute. And like, chill out for a minute, and then we're gonna like eat lunch or dinner later. So we chill out for a minute, then we end up catching an Uber, I think to Bourbon Street. I think it was Bourbon Street, y'all. So we end up going to Bourbon Street, And we, just walking around Bourbon Street, we end up like finding like a couple convenience stores. So, if y'all know, like in New Orleans, the convenience stores have like liquor. It's like liquor in there, like real liquor. You don't have to go to like a liquor store to get the liquor. So we end up buying a bottle of Don Julio Blanco. It is sealed. It is whatever. Okay. So we end up like carrying the bottle, walking around to basically find some food. So we end up, find some food. So we end up running into these two guys, probably around 30s, in their 30s or whatever, maybe 40s. Anyways, so yeah, we end up running into these two guys. So the guys, they didn't know each other. Let's go ahead and say that. They did not know each other. And the reason why I know they didn't know each other, it's kind of like one of them approached us, and then it was like I was walking like a couple more seconds, and then that guy was standing right there talking to his homeboy, and then he kind of approached me. So one of the guys approached my friend, and one of the guys approached me. They did not know each other, y'all. They did not know each other. Yeah. So basically, you know how men are. When you're walking somewhere or whatever, or on vacation, they try to talk to you. So it wasn't really like I was trying to talk to you. It was just more so like, just having a little conversation. I'm sure that was the intention though. So we basically was like, well, okay, y'all from New Orleans, like give us some really good spots to eat. At that time, me and her were pescatarian. So yeah, we was like, give us some good seafood spots. So the guy that was talking to my friend, he was more so like giving us like real deal spots. The other guy was just kind of like, just kind of trying to talk to me. So I'm like, look, give us a good nighttime club, like a good lounge, like a fun place to do at night. So he's giving me like places to write down. I'm writing the stuff down in my phone. And then the other guy was giving my friend like, he was giving my friend like, like spots for seafood. Cool. Nothing alarming, none of that. Nothing weird. So we like, okay. So the guy, like, he act like he knows he act like he know what he's talking about. So he like, yeah, it's actually one of my people's spot, like around the corner. Like, just follow me, and then, what I'm saying, and I can kind of get y'all a table. Cool. That's not abnormal either. When when you with some baddies, we're used to like, like, okay, yeah, put us on your city, So anyways, so we get this. So we start following the guy. When we start following the guy, we kind of started I kind of like don't pay this other guy any attention. Like, so, so he says something to me, and he says, why would y'all listen or follow somebody you don't know? He was like, this is New Orleans. Why would you follow somebody you don't know? Remember what he said. And I said, you want us to follow you and we don't know you? And he was like, yeah, that's true, but I'm just saying. So like that, but just take a mental note of that, okay? Yeah, take a mental note of that. That's what he said. So we're walking, y'all. We're not even walking. We didn't even walk maybe 4 or 5 minutes to get to the restaurant. So may I remind you, or not remind you, inform y'all, I am very aware of my surroundings. Very aware of my surroundings, y'all. Extremely aware of my surroundings. So I peep little things, big things, small things, large things, inside things, outside things, whatever. I peep all of it, right? So we like, how there's a restaurant that has like the glass windows. So the restaurant has glass windows to like go inside. This is the restaurant. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yo, when I was kind of like trying to find like the restaurant, I couldn't find it. All I could see was like the food. But like, I'm gonna zoom my friend out. But this is what it says in the background. This is on Snapchat, okay? This is what it says like in the background of like her picture when I took her picture. It's like New Orleans, home of the bourbon, I don't know, whatever. And there's like a bar underneath it. Okay? Now, this was New Orleans. This is Snapchat. This is what was New Orleans. This is the food. Okay? This is the food. This is the food. Okay? This was a side salad. This was like the appetizer. This is the restaurant. This is the menu. Okay? I don't know where this restaurant is. Still, I've Googled it. I looked it up. I don't know. Like, this is me. This is the background. This is us taking a shot. Okay? That is how it looks. I don't know what the name of this restaurant is. I think it's called something Oyster Bar. Yeah, it's called something Oyster Bar. Anyways, so we have a bottle, y'all. We have a bottle. We have a bottle that we already bought, right? So, yeah. So, anyways, we passed by the glass to get to the door to the restaurant. Now, one thing I noticed is the guy that introduced us to the restaurant, he pointed to us through the glass to the hostess, right? Again, not alarming. It was just kind of like, look, I got, somebody that I want y'all to kind of have. Like, I'm thinking like, we have some girls or some people that, that I know to get a table for them ready. That's like kind of I'm thinking. But just remember what I said. He pointed to both of us through the window, like into them, and like they already like seen him, like or whatever. So then we get through the door, and then the other guy's like trying to follow us, and I'm like, bye. Like, are you paying for this meal? Like, why you following me? So he stays. So he stops at the door, and then he kind of like just walks away. Anyway, so we go inside the restaurant. We go to the hostess tables. 2 black people, 2 younger black people. And he's like, yeah, I got 2 girls, like, want some dinner or some lunch or whatever. They're like new to the area. Like, make sure you look out for them. Da, 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 da. That's what he says to them, right? So they're like, oh, okay. Welcome to the restaurant. Da, 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 da. We're going to seat you. So we like, oh, okay, thank you. Now, let I remind you, the guy does not leave. He stays. He doesn't stay with us, though. He kind of goes and makes his rounds. Meaning, he makes his rounds to, like, the bartender, the hostess, to the cooks in the back. He knows everybody in the establishment. He knows everybody. So, we end up sitting down at a table. We had a male hostess. He, super nice. Super nice. I mean, they were super nice. So, yeah, they were super nice. So, anyways, so we sit down. We like, look, we're not ordering no drinks. Weird about this bottle. We don't tell the girl. The person ends up being a girl that like takes our order and stuff. So the hostess guy sits us down. We like, oh, okay, this is cute. This is cute. Now, my friend can't see this because she's facing me and she's facing the window. I can see it because I'm facing her and I'm facing the bar and I'm facing the hostess and I'm facing the cook. The kitchen and all that, So I see what she doesn't see. Okay, I see what she doesn't see. So the person comes out, the girl comes out and say, hey, how y'all doing? Da 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 da. Like, do y'all want to start off with a drink? We just want water. Water. That's all we want. So I end up bringing out some water, ice water with some lemon on the side. I perfectly remember that. So we got the water, and she, we're trying to figure out what we want to eat. We are, like I said, we were seafood girls, so we're probably going to order some seafood. So my friend asked the girl, like, what is good there? And, the girl kind of give us some recommendations for the appetizers. We're like, okay, we're going to share an appetizer, and then we're going to order our own entree. So, the water's still sitting there. We don't drink the water yet. We're, like, trying to figure out what to order. I think we end up putting, like, an order for appetizer. I think that was, like, fried oysters or something was, like, the appetizer, or, like, a salad. It was one of those for the appetizer. So I think we both got a salad, and maybe we shared some oysters or something like that, some fried oysters. So this is where things take a turn. This is where things take a turn, you guys. This is where things take a turn, okay? So, at this point, the guy is still in here. Yeah, the guy is still in here. He's not speaking to us. He's speaking to the people that work there. So, this is where things start to get weird. She gave us the water. We're trying, like I said, we done order what we wanted. I'm like, I want to get some content. So I end up taking a picture for my friend and things like that. So this is what I'm noticing behind my friend. I'm seeing this man make his rounds. He's talking to the hostess. It's two of them. He's talking to the bartender, which is also a black guy. The hostess are black. It's like two bartenders. One is white, one is black. He only talks to the black bartenders. Then he goes back where the cooks and the waitresses are, and they're all black as well. They're all young. They're all are black, and he apparently knows them. So what I noticed that was a little alarming, okay, which made me kind of put my antennas up, was when he went to where like the cooks and stuff were, like in the back, they all came out. Yeah, they all came out, and it was like 8 of them. And then the waitresses, it's like they were all in a group coming out looking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a stranger to people looking at me or looking, you know. It was a stare down. Like, you see me looking at you, you don't care that I'm looking at you, you're not waving, you're just staring. You're staring to the point where I'm like, dang, I kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel a little weird, like, because you're staring and you're staring for a minute, then it turns to 2 minutes, then it turns to 3 minutes, then it turns to 4. Like, y'all are sitting there staring and talking. He's pointing at us for like 5 minutes, like, no exaggeration, to the point where I'm like, my friend, like, they're staring at us, and she like, oh no, they, girl, it ain't about that. They ain't never seen no baddies. They are literally staring into my soul, felt like. Okay? Yeah. So, eventually, like, maybe within a few minutes, now, the waitress is still coming back and forth. Like, y'all good? Y'all want anything else? Y'all need something more to drink? Y'all want liquor? Like, we know we're good. We actually got our own bottle. Can you just bring a cup with ice? She's like, okay. So she's going back and forth, but she's still stopping and staring and talking to them. Okay. So like I said, my antennas are up. I'm just like, this is weird. Okay. Now I'm starting to calculate the weird things that I'm seeing one by one. Like the weird things that I've seen on the course of us being here for 20 minutes. Okay. So, y'all, we started to drink our water. Well, why I start feeling funny after drinking the water? Why my heart start racing after the water? My palms get sweaty after drinking water. My hands feeling trembly after drinking the water. So now I remind you, I'm like, okay, I'm a little hypochondriac. So maybe I'm just psyching myself out. I just need to relax. Let me take, I could take a shot. Like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm just tripping. So at this point, I'm starting feeling weird. So I'm like, I'm not telling my friend I feel weird, right? I'm not telling her I feel weird. I'm just feeling weird. So I tell my friend, like, she's like, well, the girl comes back and she gives us the ice. So me and my friend, like, let's just take a shot. I'm like, let's take a shot. So she's like, yeah, let's take a shot. Now, let I remind you, I didn't tell my friend I'm feeling weird. So we ended up taking a shot of the Don Julio. That was cool. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I felt drunker than a after that shot, one shot of Don Julio. I felt litty. Now, I've been drugged before, twice. One a long time ago at a college party that was at a public bar one of the guys that I knew, like there was a group of guys, they slipped something into me and my friend drank, and we had to hurry up and leave and drive home. And then we slept for hours, like 15, 16 hours. And then another time, did I get drugged another time? I think it was only one time. Yeah, I think it was only one time. Was I drugged? I feel like I was drugged another time. But anyways, I know how it feels. That's what I'm trying to say. I know how it feels because it happened to me before. So, So anyways, I still feel funny. But like I said, now I feel drunk. Like, I'm like, now, I've only had a little bit of drink. How do I feel drunk already? At this point, we have not gotten our food yet. Y'all. So I'm like, well, I'm thinking like, did somebody put something in my water, nigga? Like, did somebody put something in my water? So we take a drink. I feel drunk. My friend must have felt the same, because then she said something. I said something. I'm like, dang, I feel kind of funny. She was like, oh, you too? That is the worst thing to tell me. I'm like, excuse me? What? Excuse the out of me? Oh, I ain't tripping? Get me out of here. Get me out of this establishment. Get me you see me, y'all? I'm dramatic. I've always been dramatic. I'm loud. So imagine what I'm thinking. Oh, y'all motherfuckers try to y'all trying to drug us? Are you trying to drug traffic us? Not over here, player. Not when I got a son at home and she got a kids at home. And this is day one, and I already felt weird about coming here. And y'all already was staring us down. Now I feel funny after drinking water, you know? So I said, oh no, baby. I said, what? She was like, yeah. And she literally feel the same thing I'm feeling. So I'm in survival mode at this point. I'm in fight or flight at this point. So I'm like, yo, I think they put something in our water. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I think they put something in I think they put something in our water, dog. I'm like, have you been paying attention? Like, this happened. She like, oh yeah. Like, I'm like, girl. And I'm trying to keep low, like, girl. I'm like, girl, we got to go. We have to go now. Now, at this point, now I'm feeling like, you know how you feel like you're about to pass out? I feel like I'm about to pass out. So, and at this point, I can't tell if it's from anxiety or just whatever substance that they put in the drink. But I do know that I still have the same symptoms that I told her I had. Now I'm feeling faint on top of that. So I tell her that, and I'm like, yo, you know that guy that introduced us to the place? We need to figure out, like, I think he knows the people, and I'm trying to figure out how he knows them. So I'm telling her this. She goes and calls one of the hostess up. Her hostess to the table, because at this point the girl gave us his drinks. The guy hostess comes and refills the waters. So, y'all, when I tell y'all, it felt like we were in the movie of Get Out. It felt like we was in a movie of Get Out. So when she asked the young guy probably 22, 23. She was like, yeah. She was like, oh yeah, how do you know the guy that kind of like brought us into the establishment? He said, he laughed and he was just kind of like, oh yeah, like we know him. Like he used to work here. He's really cool. He's a regular. That's what he said, right? Remember that. So we like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, so they know him. Cool. So we're still feeling funny. So then the girl comes and brings us our food. At this point, I'm like, I don't really want to eat anything. And my friend like, look, I'm hungry. Like, we can eat and leave, but I want some of the food. Like, I don't know if they can't put nothing in the food. Like, we would know it. Da 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 da. So I'm like, okay. So we end up eating a couple bites of the food. Girl, start feeling funny all over again. At this point, it's coming in waves. And we like, damn, is it the Don Julio? Like, we just trying to think, like, this way. Like, is it the Don? Like, are we tripping? Like, are we lightweights? Like, I'm just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she brings us the food. We eat a little bit. Like I said, I started feeling funny again. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm ready to go. So the girl like, okay, well, I'm ready to go too, because this is kind of getting weird, because I do feel funny for real. Like, I'm not playing. So I'm like, I need some fresh air, or I need to just get up out of the spot and, you know, like, just get myself together. I'm about to go to the bathroom. So she like, girl, call me. Like, don't leave me at this table. So at this point, she's starting to like, okay, I feel funny too. Like, don't leave me at this table. Either don't leave me at this table, or call me while you're on the way to the bathroom, or like, don't leave me here by myself type of thing. I'm like, well, come with me. She's like, no, we need to watch our stuff. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, I'm gonna call you. So I call her. I'm on the way to the bathroom. Y'all, get up, walk to the bathroom. First of all eyes are on me. All eyes. 20 eyes. 20 pairs of eyes are on me. The hostess, the bartenders, the waitress and the waiters, the cooks. Okay. I walk. 3 men get up and follow me. 3 men get up and follow me to the bathroom. So I stop in my fucking tracks before I open the door, because I peek, people follow me. I stop. I turn around. It's like smiling in my face. Like, men smiling in my face. I'm like, hello. Like, how may I help you? Like, oh, okay, no, I ain't gotta pee no more. Like, I'm about to go back to my table, and I'm dipping. So I sit down, and I'm like, girl, weird. Like, everybody's looking at me. That man just following me. She's like, yeah, I've seen the bartender like look over at you, and like some people get up and like follow you. I said, we got to get the we got to get out of here. So I'm like, at this point, I'm about to get irate. Because who think y'all are? I'm about to get irate. And I'm about to get irate in this mug. Like, I ain't about to be hush hush trying to, no. Because what is going on here? And I'm loud. So I could be the loudest baddest mother effer up in here. Okay? So and she like, I'm gonna get my stuff to go. Like, we need our check right now. Okay, so the girl comes and she's like, do y'all want another drink? The gentleman said the drink on him. No! I said, no ma'am, we're ready to go. Yeah, like, thank you. So then my friend, I guess she's nervous at this point, so she asks the girl about the guy too. Why the girl give us the same cookie cutter answer the other guy gave us? She laughed, y'all. And she said, oh yeah, him. She said, oh yeah, him. Like, yeah, he used to work here. He's kind of like a regular. He be here all the time. Same tone. The same exact answer. I said, something's off, baby. And my intuition is pinging. And it's time to go. I said, so she left. I said, let's go. So I'm calling an Uber. And I'm like, look, I don't have cash to run up out of here. But I'm about to call an Uber. I'm like, yeah, bring us our check. Hurry up. Like, what? Because at this point, my heart is racing. I feel like I'm about to pass out. I can't take a deep breath. My hands are trembling. I feel like I'm about to black out. I'm like, no, we need the biggest, baddest, quickest Uber now. Before I'm on this floor and you're on this floor and nobody can get us. Right? So she's kind of like why. And it's crazy because as we were eating and drinking, they were staring. As I was getting up, they were staring. Like, and then my friend, I think she's like, well, let me get up and like, you know, let me get up and use the bathroom. Let me get up and like just try to collect myself. They all like got up like they about to follow her too. Like, it was, y'all, if I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. So like I said, then she comes over and say, well, the bartender like guy was like, do y'all want a free shot? No, I don't want. No, I was like, we got a bottle, we're good. Like, the Uber's almost here. Can you bring the check? So she brings the check, and we, you know, we give her the card to use right there, and the Uber's outside. Y'all, when we got to the Uber, we're talking about it. Like, what is going on? Y'all, that's all I remember. I remember getting into the Uber and waking up the next day. This is 5 p.m. We get in the Uber. We wake up the next day, 1 p.m. We're like, what the we woke up in our bed. We woke up in a hotel. We're like, what just happened? We're like, oh no. They try to put something on us, put something in our drink. I don't know if it's trafficking. I don't know what the plan was. But baby, God got a bigger plan, and that ain't his plan. And my intuition was pinging. We got to get up out of here. But y'all, yeah, we slept until the next day. We slept so hard that her boyfriend was like, what you got going on, dog? Like, you didn't answer my phone call almost 24 hours. What you got going on? And she like, no, we really been like knocked out. We've been like toe up to the floor up. Like, and I'm like, oh, heck. Oh, and then I forgot to add the thing. And the whole time, the guy that introduced us to the restaurant, he pacing back and forth outside. Pacing back and forth outside. Pacing. Oh my God, y'all. I meant to mention. He's pacing back and forth outside. We walk out the door to go to the Uber. He asks us, do we want a drink? No. Like, what do you mean? Are you like scared that what you gave us didn't work? You offering us another drink? We told the bartender no from you offering a drink. Then you offer a drink as we're getting into our Uber. No, we don't want no drink. And that's a thing that I've seen the entire time in New Orleans. I've been to places where you can drink in public. I've never been to places where random people are offering you a drink on the street. Like, on the street, y'all. Yeah. If I'm lying, I'm flying. It was the craziest thing ever, y'all. I don't know what it was, what happened. I'm just letting y'all know. And it's crazy because after that, it was like weird thing after weird thing after weird thing after weird thing. Like, we went to the bus stop, for example, and see if it's gonna like rob the trolley through the neighborhood. I mean, through like the town. And there were people in the windows in the motel, like all staring at us, like staring through the window, just at us. Or we go to a convenience store and like we get like death stares at like the women that was in the store or the men that was in the store. And then once we start speaking, it's like, oh, hey. But it's like, you're staring at me like this the whole time. Like you don't like me. Like, you know me. Like, it was just, y'all, the vibe was super weird. And like when we left there, my friend was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna go back. We've never really said that about any place. Like, we were there like 2 or 3 days after that. And like, it was cool. It was good, like food places and stuff. Sorry, y'all, my braces is like poking me. It was good, like food places. But it was like, it was always some weird, like the Uber driver weird. Like the Uber driver from me leaving a hotel. The Uber driver from me leaving a hotel was weird. Like, he was saying, like, it's 4 or 5 in the morning. Like, he's up Ubering, taking me to the airport. I'm a little nervous because he seems like a little, like, I don't know, just off. I end up answering a phone call, like, or calling, you know, like answering a phone call because I started getting nervous, and he cuts the volume up on me. and like the radio up on me. It was just like some weird stuff, and like all the women there was like super mean, and then like it was just like death stares. Like it was, y'all, it was so freaking weird. It was so weird. Like it was very, very weird. Don't get me wrong, we had fun, but it was like the people that were living there, it was weird. I don't know. Let me know if y'all had a weird experience in New Orleans. Like, yeah. And then it was like after that, like it was just weird, y'all. Like it was just the weirdest place. Like I was stressed, and I haven't talked to anybody after that. It was just me and my friend talking. Like that was a weird place to be, a weird trip. That was just freaking weird. She was like, no, that was very weird. Like we both agreed. We was like, yeah, we're probably not gonna go back. Yeah. But anyways, y'all, that's my story time about why I'm never going back to New Orleans. Like I keep getting invited to go to New Orleans with YouTube, and baby, I am declining, honey. Unless I put the whole armor of God up on me, because I have no idea. I've never been to a place where I felt weird. I've been solo places. I've been a lot of places, and I've never been to a city where everybody was just like weird. Yeah. So yeah, so that's pretty much my story, y'all. I ain't going back. The food is good. Ship me the food or something. I can go somewhere else with some good food, baby. But that to me was not worth it, and your girl won't be back for a long time. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, love y'all so much. Like I said, if y'all like this story time, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If y'all want more, let me know in the comments below. Love y'all so much. Bye.